What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm going to do my first reaction for The Matrix Part 4, or as it's called, Matrix Resurrections. And I'm going to give you all my first quick recap thoughts on the movie that's now out on HBO Max, as well as it is available at theaters. Now, Spider-Man just came out at theaters and it's broke all the records damn near for box office, money. And so I wonder what The Matrix may have done if it was exclusively in theaters. Nevertheless, I'm sure they got some kind of way to calculate the effect of HBO Max being a part of the revenue and the screens that it was on. I know that they had some type of way to do it with Disney Plus, so I'm pretty sure that they're able to do the same thing with The Matrix. I just put on my Matrix background. Neo, it is you. Okay. Anyway, it would have been interesting, but my first reaction is it's a lot to unpack on this movie, as Matrix typically is, at least the first two. The third one was even a little complicated. The Matrix is a complicated action yet thinking movie, and it's a lot to unpack, to think, and to break down while watching The Matrix Resurrections. And I'm definitely gonna have to watch it again. It's so much I'm trying to put together. Look at this, remember that. Oh, and they try to make it where if you forgot about some of the things that happened in the earlier movies, they do have flashbacks. The way that they have it set up, and I'm not going to give out any spoilers, so if you guys are watching and you still want to see the movie, no spoilers. And also, shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate your support. We did watch this movie together in Discord, so that was pretty cool, watching the movie with, the people that showed up. And I really appreciate you all coming through, and it was good talking with you guys after the movie. If you guys want to watch movies with us and be a part of this channel's family, you might definitely want to join the Discord. It is available in the comments section, the link, and I'll put the link in the comments right here. It's definitely worth it. We watch movies, we watch Power, BMF, whatever the case may be. We watch all that stuff when it comes out together. And, I definitely appreciate all the support. So, to break down what this Matrix 4 is about, and Lord Vale, you said nice green screen. I appreciate it. But this ain't a green screen. I'm actually in the Matrix. No, but yeah, I appreciate it. What's up, Miss Karen? How you doing? Pocket full of dinero. You watching it tonight? That's what's up. One Journey. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I appreciate it. Support Gaming. You say you ain't watched the video, so please spoil the entire plot for me. I'm definitely not going to do that. Chris Bailey, you say you didn't like it. It's a lot going on. And what up, Jimmy? It's a lot going on with The Matrix. And it's not as probably good as the first. It's hard to, by the time you on a fourth movie, to be as good as the first or the second. But one thing I will say is that they have amazing cameras. The visuals, I mean, it looks like they're using 8K cameras or whatever the case. Whatever it is, it definitely looks great. And you can see that the quality in that film work. And I had to pull that out the Matrix. Anyway, the visuals and everything is really great. It looks amazing. Now, everything is top notch. Special effects, everything. Visuals, costumes, set design, everything is top notch. Crisp, clear, detailed. I definitely would give that a top score for set design and for, you know, special effects. As far as the story, so it starts off in the very beginning, right where the very first movie kind of starts off. And it shows that some people are trying to look at old code and trying to figure some things out. And a couple things are different, and I'm trying not to give away too much. So as they go through and figure out a couple things, they start to realize a couple things that have changed. And then they get to meet Morpheus. We later find out that Neo, Keanu Reeves, is, remember, if you remember at the end of the third movie, when he decided to have a truce and he would fight Agent Smith because he was a computer virus and he was at the point of destroying the Matrix because he was taking over all the people and killing them. So then they could no longer be used as batteries, as fuel for the machines. So he decided, if you guys choose to call off the war on Zion, I will help destroy Agent Smith and bring balance. You leave Zion alone and we won't be at war anymore. And I'll take out Agent Smith for you. When they said, well, what do we get on our side? And he said he'll go back into the Matrix. So that's why a lot of people assumed he died, because after he beat Agent Smith, well, first of all, he had to lay down and get plugged back into the Matrix when he fought Agent Smith. And once it was all over, we didn't see him get unplugged. So it seems that he reintegrated back into the Matrix. So we see that now they are using him in the Matrix, but he may have some dreams and problems, and they got him going into therapy, trying to suppress what he went through as if it didn't happen. He's like a video game programmer. And they got him thinking that all the stuff that he's thinking about and dreaming about was actually part of the game that he made and other stuff. So, I mean, it is pretty good. I didn't see any tear-jerker moments. It was some hero moments, but nothing that made me go, crazy. So, now we see that he's reassimilated into the Matrix. He's older, and he's been on medication. The medication for basically some type of damn near psychosis or schizophrenia. And the medication, of course, are blue pills. I mean, the movie is actually pretty good. My first reaction, I would give it a 7.5 to an 8. Now, I need to watch it some more because it is 2.5 hours. It's a lot going on in that movie. The fight scenes are pretty good. The Morpheus character, some of the technology, I mean, it's pretty good. Miss Karen, you supposed to be in there with us, watching in Discord. You say you started watching the movie. Wow. Yeah, you supposed to be in there with us. But you know, anyway, what's up, Louisiana boy? Chris Bailey, you say a 6.5. Yeah, so that's one thing that I was going to say. One journey is that it is a 60-year time gap between the third movie and this movie. But Neo hasn't really aged 60 years. I know. Miss Karen, I know you got love for us over here. So he hasn't really aged 60 years, but I'm not going to tell too much of the movie, but we will see a character from the original trilogy that has aged 60 years. And, you know, it's pretty interesting to see all that they've been through here. They tell the story of what they, you know, went through and what happened to after, you know, Neo left. They have improved a lot of the things that they live in conditions from when they were in Zion eating that oatmeal. And, you know, they now have assimilated more with machines than they did before. They even have machines that are good machines. I mean, we did see them using those machines that they were walking in that were like weapons. But now they have, you know, machines that aren't weapons that are good and different things. So, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a good storyline. I see some people say a 7, a 6.5. I'm trying to look at it as its standalone movie and not compare it to the other 3, because it's not better than the first 2. Definitely. A lot of people don't like the third movie. I did like the third movie. It's not better than the first 2, but it's still a good movie. And I mean, I can see a 7 to an 8, anywhere between there. Again, this is my first reaction. I only seen it one time. It's a lot going on. We got to see the Merovingian. He been struggling since since we last saw him. He was living large and rich and all of this. Now he like a bum in this. But he still got power. But, you know, we get to see a lot of different things that have taken place. They got Doogie Howser in here. Neil Patrick Harris. He plays a interesting character. They got somebody that's playing Agent Smith, which I think that kind of messes up the movie in a way, because it's not the same Agent Smith. But then again, they could say, well, this is you know, the new version of the Matrix, and so, you know, we changed up some things. It's the updated version. So, you know, that's gonna be what they say about a couple of these things that are different. So, I mean, we got I'm Him Robin saying it's a good storyline, and then they have Stanley saying the movie is garbage. I'm trying not to give out any spoilers in this movie, so I don't want to say some of the stuff, you know, that could be considered a spoiler to some people. They do have Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Ann Moss in the movie, who is, you know, Neo and Trinity. And their characters have evolved, let's just say that. Devolved and evolved in a way. Keanu Reeves, aka Neo, is not as powerful, but then again, he kind of is. And she's more powerful than she used to be. Neo, he knows how to use like a little force shield bubble and make a little bubble, hit him with the little Goku and different little moves and things. So that was interesting. Definitely something that I was surprised that he was going to do, but it wasn't. What probably is part of the problem with The Matrix is that when the first movie came out, they were ahead of the world, really, as far as technology for a movie. And a lot of the visuals, bullet time, and all of the things that was done in that movie had never been seen before. And you know, it's kind of hard to redo that. It's kind of hard to bring out something again so groundbreaking that people never seen before. And you know, I'm not saying they need to, but this movie is not something that you will see things in it that you have never seen before. Exactly. It looks great. All of the special effects are crisp. They look amazing. The background, the sets, everything is top notch. But it's not something that we would be blown away. When the first Matrix came out and he was dodging bullets in that bullet time, I was blown away. I was like, whoa, I never seen that. That's amazing. So, you know, maybe that could work against them sometimes when you have something like that in your franchise. But they had a good cast for the most part. They did their jobs. They had the lady from Game of Thrones. They had the guy playing Morpheus, Yahya Abdul-Mateen. He was also in The Watchmen, and he was also in Aquaman. He's been blowing up. This train sequence was pretty good fighting sequence. Neil Patrick Harris looking like Glasses Malone over here with these blue glasses and these rainbow socks over here. He was shady. This was Agent Smith right here. So you know, it was a pretty good movie overall. She did a good job. She was in Game of Thrones. She was also in this movie called Underwater. That was pretty good. And so, yeah, she's blowing up. In the beginning, she did have some nice little stunts and action sequence that she went through that was pretty cool. And so, I mean, you know, it's a good movie. It's an action movie, but also a thinking movie, which is not easy to pull off because a lot of people that like action movies are not always the best thinkers. And a lot of people that are the best thinkers don't always want to see an action movie. So that's already a very difficult genre to try to make a movie for. And so I think that's why you may see a lot of mixed reviews. Some people may be expecting a little more than the other. And then also, they comparing it, or may be comparing it, to 3 other movies, or the first movie, which were very good movies. Now, as you see right here in the background, they did have, like, clips of the first movie in this. But they was playing it as this is part of his video game. So that was interesting. And also, instead of using telephones, because of course there's no more telephones everywhere like it was with payphones back in 1999, they use mirrors. So if they found a mirror, they could go through a mirror. Because they would never get out the Matrix if they needed a telephone nowadays. So, you know, I think she did look pretty good for her age. And I think, you know, he doesn't look as bad for his age as well. I mean, they both in their 50s. They did a good job in the action. They didn't look like old actors trying to pull off action moves. I think they did a good job. And so, you know, I think that it was a good movie overall. A 7.5, 7. See, on IMDb, you can't do halves. So, it's either a 7 or an 8. I gave it a 7. I'll normally round down before I'll round up. So I gave it a 7. But I'm going to watch it a couple more times and see what I think about it as much. Alright, let's see. Let's see, a couple people say it was terrible. Let's see. Stanley, you ain't like the movie. Okay. You say the second Matrix movie was garbage as well. The second Matrix movie was pretty good to me. I enjoyed it. You said the third Matrix movie was... You don't like the Matrix at all then, except for one movie. You said the third Matrix movie was really bad, horrible, man. If the third Matrix movie was garbage, trash... I mean, you're just not a fan of the Matrix. If you don't like the second or the third, that's 2/3 of their franchise you didn't like. So the chances of you liking this movie was slim to none. Because the majority of what they put out, you didn't like. So, you know, maybe this wasn't for you. That's fine. You say good ideas, but they ruined it. You'd have to elaborate a little more, but, you know, we'll see. You say you do like the show. Keep doing what you're doing. Love yourself, man. I'm glad you're making this video. Thanks. I love your YouTube channel. Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad I'm not making movies and YouTube videos like The Matrix. Nah, I'm just messing with you, man. Let's see. What do you say? I love this YouTube channel. Keep doing your thing, but the Matrix movie, it kind of fallen off. The R&B singer Aaliyah was supposed to be in that one, the Matrix movie, but she didn't die her plane. What? I don't think that if Aaliyah was in the movie, it would have made that big of a difference, to be honest with you. Aaliyah wasn't like the greatest actor in the world. If you didn't like the movies, I doubt her performance would have made a difference for you. But, you know. Blue hair was dope. Chris Bailey. That's the girl from Game of Thrones and that movie Underwater. She did do a great job with her fight and action sequences. And she did hold it down in that movie. It was pretty good. One Journey, a well-made movie. It's a very well-made movie. You can tell that they put a big budget behind it. And the way that the color looks on this movie, it's probably one of the best looking movies I've seen. Especially up to now. Especially that came out this year. I can't think of too many movies that the color is so vivid. And everything is so detailed. The cameras that they used, state of the art. That you could tell as soon as you watch it. You know. One Journey, you said this movie could have been on TV. I don't know about that. If it was at the movie theaters and COVID didn't exist, I would have went to the movie theaters to see The Matrix. I would have went. One of the things that I do kind of regret is I never went to the movies to see none of the first three Matrix. The first Matrix movie snuck under the radar on me. I didn't even know anything about it until I got it on DVD. Some friends was telling me I gotta watch it, and I was like, whoa, how did I miss this? Then the next two movies came out, and I think I was just so working and busy and never got a chance to get away and go to the movies, which I wish I did go see those on the big screen. But I never saw any of the first three Matrix movies in the theaters at the show. So I would have liked to have gone to the show to see them, but I didn't. So it would have been cool to check out. Support Gaming, you say all the three Matrix movies are great, not understanding the hate. I really enjoyed the three Matrix trilogy, as well as the Animatrix and the Matrix video games. I like how they told the story on multiple platforms, and it wasn't just the same story on the video game, or the Animatrix wasn't just the same story in anime. It was different parts of the story that you didn't see on film. And if you played the games, watched the Animatrix, then you got the complete picture of what the characters were going through. And I thought that was a clever idea at the time, and I enjoyed it. Now, the first two movies to me were better than the third movie, but I liked the third movie. The first movie had the story and the action perfect. The second movie had much better action, and the story was good, but the action was the best action damn near on film history. When he had to fight all those copies of Agent Smith, and the highway scene, and all of the difference, man, the Matrix 2 had some iconic action sequences. When he was fighting all of the people with the Merovingian, he blocked that damn sword with his hand, a drop of blood came down. I mean, the Matrix 2 had some of the greatest fight scenes in history of television and movie making history. So, you know, definitely, I can't hate on the second. The third, I do like that they were able to complete the story. A lot of people don't like how the story ended. I think that was a good ending. It was cool. It had the action with Zion and everything, and the story. I think that the third movie was pretty good. It just wasn't better than the first two, but it was a good movie. So, you know, I like all three of those movies. So, to me, I am a fan of The Matrix. It is a genre and movies that I really enjoyed. And I think that with my first reaction, they did do a good job with this movie. It's a lot to unpack with this movie. A lot that you gotta watch a couple times and see, because there's so much going on. You're gonna miss this. You're going to forget about that. You're going to have to catch it again. Notice new things every time you watch it. And I like seeing movies like that. It makes it more interesting to watch them again. So I definitely look forward to watching this again. So with that being said, you know, I'll have to do a more detailed review of The Matrix. And, you know, give it another review about what I think about it, and we'll see how I go from there on that next review. Now I'm gonna switch it up and talk about Hawkeye Excuse me. We got the Hawkeye season finale that just came on Disney Plus. Hawkeye was actually a 6-episode series, and a lot of people probably thought, well, that's gonna be garbage. Hawkeye don't have any powers. Hawkeye has this, that, and the other. He got this young girl right here. You know, who the hell is she? And I will have to say that this was much better than I thought it was going to be. One of the, I would say almost one of the best that they had, but probably is because Hawkeye was originally going to be a movie, and then Kevin Feige decided it would probably be best as a series on Disney Plus, and Jeremy Renner agreed. And so it came out to be a 6-episode series on Disney Plus. Hawkeye was definitely good. I don't know, looking back on it, was it better than WandaVision? Woo. WandaVision started off slow to me with that black and white and all of that stuff. Those first 2 or 3 episodes was kind of hard for me with WandaVision. But then WandaVision really picked up and got pretty good. Let's see. Loki was pretty good. I liked Loki. You got to see what's going on with the TVC. Loki was pretty good the whole way through. What else? They had Captain America, or better yet, what was it? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was pretty good. It kind of ended a little cheesy. So, I don't know about how the ending may have been. It wasn't the worst, though. Captain America, I keep calling him Captain America. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was pretty good, though. I like that. And What If was also pretty good. I normally don't watch animated, but What If was pretty good. And I used to like to read the What If comics when I was a kid. Hawkeye was very good, much better than I thought it would be, and you know, I was happy that you know, I did give it a chance and checked it out. I gotta support gaming. Thanks, fam. So, you know, somebody said, do you think they would make a Matrix movie with Jet Li and Chris Tucker? Come on, man. So, this Hawkeye finale was almost an hour long. We saw that they brought in, and that's one thing I like with Marvel, is they try to use the same actors all the time. So they brought in Kingpin, who was in the Daredevil series when Daredevil was on Netflix. They brought in Kingpin, who was Vincent D'Onofrio, and he was in the end of this, which was pretty dope. We saw, if you saw the Black Widow movie, we were introduced to Natasha Romanoff's sister, who is a widow. She's a widow. You killed my sister. Okay, Kate Bishop. You're funny, Kate Bishop. Anyway, we saw her in this movie, and she wanted revenge on Hawkeye because she was under the impression that he killed her sister. We saw that she was taken away in the blip, and that she was gone for 5 years, and when she come back, she finds out that her sister's dead, and she thought that Hawkeye was responsible, so she wanted to take him out. And he was able to, I'm not trying to spoil this either, but you all should check it out. He was able to convince her that wasn't the case, that he didn't kill her, and that it was her choice. So we also saw Kate Bishop. We saw what's going on with her mother and the swashbuckler. and we realized that some things weren't what we thought they were. Overall, I would give Hawkeye about a 7.5 to an 8 for the finale. And the show overall, I would give about a 7.5. It was kind of funny to see that they made a musical out of the fight for New York. I can do this all day. Hulk, we're going to smash, smash, smash. I mean, that was so corny, it was funny. But overall, this was a very good show, especially for a Disney Plus. They did a great job with Hawkeye, much better than I would have expected. To me, Black Widow could have been a series. They probably should have made Black Widow a series instead of making it a movie. But it is what it is. But if you break up the Black Widow movie into 6 episodes, I think it would have probably came out a little better. Nevertheless, Hawkeye was pretty good. We see that Clint, he done lost his hearing. He damn near going deaf. He been having a hard time dealing with some of the things that he was doing during the blip, being an assassin. They got the sweatsuit mafia up in here wearing them funky jogging suits. They kind of took them down in the finale. I mean, Hawkeye definitely is worth checking out. Yeah, it was very entertaining, one journey, and it was much better than I thought it would be going in. I was first watching it. Well, before I watched it, I thought, man, this dude has no powers. How is he going to have a show? What is this going to be like? And it was a lot of speculation that maybe he dies in the show, because we knew that this girl was going to be in the show, and a lot of people thought she was going to take his place. Turned out they end up being partners, and it was pretty good seeing their relationship grow and all the things that they went through and their little battles together. So overall, Hawkeye was a good show. I would definitely say check it out. Buzz, you said the same rating for Hawkeye, 7.5 to an 8. You'd give Matrix a 5.5. Okay. Nah, Matrix is at least as good as Hawkeye to me. Matrix was pretty good. I would give Matrix at least a 7 to anywhere between a 7 to an 8 for Matrix. First reaction. Again, I gotta get into it, watch it a few more times, and it may go up, it may go down. Who knows? Or stay the same. Hawkeye, I've seen once. Well, actually, I had to watch it twice because I fell asleep on it. It was late. But Hawkeye, I would also give about a 7.5 to an 8. Hawkeye was pretty good. Much better than I anticipated. Maybe that's part of the thing, is that I didn't expect much from Hawkeye. So for it to do well was a shock and a pleasant surprise. So with that being said, you know, that was a good thing. So yeah. Yeah, Buzz, you say you got to watch The Matrix again to see. Matrix definitely needs to be seen more than one time to get the full experience. And you know, you could watch it once and get an idea of what you saw, and you could say it was good or bad or whatever. That's fine. But the more you watch it, the more you'll see, realize, and understand with The Matrix. There's just a lot going on with that. So, you know. Anyway. Alright, y'all. That's it for tonight. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Also, you know, join the channel membership. We watch all these shows in the channel membership, talk about them after they air. We watch The Matrix today. We watch Power, BMF, all of those shows every weekend and talk about them. We also talk about a lot of other topics and get to know and chat with each other, and it's a real cool place. I appreciate all you guys for coming, all the members for being supporters of the channel, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see all of my members tomorrow for the members only live stream. And everybody be safe out there, protect yourselves, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Deuces.